The last few days have been gorgeous. The mornings have been nice and cool, and the afternoons have not been that hot. So while I'm outside cleaning up the garden, I notice a lot of things happening around me. Stay tuned, let's talk about them. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video by Pan Society. I'm Cherie, and today I want to talk about the transition into autumn, and this is for the Northern Hemisphere. So if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, it's going to be your transition into spring. So it's kind of perfect timing. The last few videos I've talked about following natural cycles and observing them. So the first video was about seeing the cycles. The last video I just did was about observing the natural moon cycles, because we were just having a full moon and we're slowly creeping into the new moon. Well, while this is all going on, we're also falling into autumn or fall, and the autumnal equinox is coming up. So lots of wonderful, beautiful changes happening, especially, so this is a great time to see the wheel of the year happening and in action. For those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, so if I talk about fall a lot, that's what I'm talking about, because that's what I'm observing. Right now, we're not totally there yet. I live in the southeastern United States, so it's still a little warm, but we can already feel the difference. We were in 95-degree days, and now we're having 60-degree mornings, so it's a big shift. It's a big difference. Some of the things that I'm observing now are the coolness of the weather. The bug sounds are changing, which means, they're slowly starting to figure out things and slow down and, think about where they're going to hibernate. The animals, you're going to notice, are going to start storing up a lot of food because for the ones that hibernate, there's others that are getting ready to migrate. We also have the trees, so for now until October, November, they're going to start changing. Like the deciduous leaves are going to start turning yellow, orange, red, brown, and fall off. The trees will slowly become naked. The garden is slowly coming down and winding its way down. Cucumber season is gone, zucchini season is gone. So now we're finding that transition into cold weather plants, our lettuces, our brassicas. So observing those and knowing that this is what's happening helps us prepare for what foods we're going to be eating. Our needs will change as we take this shift in season. So you'll notice, like right now, we're eating lighter foods or foods that are not highly caloric because we don't need the energy really. Come fall and winter, we're going to start changing that and go to higher caloric foods like stews and things that are heartier that will keep us through the fall and winter. So there's lovely, lovely things happening. And if you're already taking the time to go ahead and follow the moon's cycle, take the time to follow this shift as well. And that's what it is. It's just being mindful, observing that it's happening, and noting the differences outside in your environment, and noticing the differences within yourself. The other thing we're going to be observing now is the autumnal equinox, and the equinox happens twice a year. We'll have a spring one and a fall one. So whatever you're experiencing in the Northern Hemisphere, the Southern Hemisphere is experiencing the complete opposite. During this time, you'll notice the shift into equal daylight and nighttime. So right now we're enjoying a lot of daylight. Slowly you're going to see that going away, and the darkness is going to come sooner and sooner till the point that they're even. And then unfortunately it's a little harder to observe because most places observe daylight savings time, but pay attention to that shift, because it's one of those most observable things that we have. So take the time, be mindful of these changes that we're having. If you're a journal what you're feeling, what you're going through, the experiences, because this is what it's all about, taking the time to see those changes and celebrate them. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in the next Pan video.